If you are wondering where you can get the best Indonesian food here in New York City,
Same price.
this is a tahu wale! Yeah! We've got you covered. Here's the one place that you can get it.
Every month on a Saturday, so it's in the St. James Church here in Elmhurst. It's the New York Indonesian Food Bazaar. It's one of 3 food bazaars that sets up every year. So there's 2 that go all year round, including this one, and there's one that's only in the warmer weather.
Liver looks smells.
So the creator of this Indonesian Food Bazaar actually also has their own stall and cooks as well. So we got a big platter here. It's called nasi kuning. So nasi is rice, and this is actually a yellow rice that's made with turmeric. There's stalks of lemongrass in here. She topped it off, toasted coconut cracker. We got 3 choices with it as well. So we have the beef bumbu rujak, it's a beef stew. We also have shredded chayote vegetable with some shrimp. And we also got something that's very excited when I heard that she had it. It's chicken liver with the stink bean, aka pad thai. And we also have a spicy egg and tofu and lots of sambal. Nice dollop right here. Ooh, very excited. Let's check it out. It's looking good when you do it. That turmeric rice is so good. I love that toasted coconut on there, and the beef goes really well. The beef's pretty tender, and you got some of that sauce put on top. Let's try the sambal. Sambal definitely has more of the fishy kick. It's got a nice spice to it after too. Now let's try the shredded chayote. It's actually from the Langtung Sayur. Gotta get our veggies in. And we also, let's try out that chicken liver with the stink bean and the potato. I love the flavor of that stink bean that complements the liver. Liver has definitely got a strong liver flavor. If you love liver, you gotta get it. You definitely tell it's chicken liver too. Chicken liver has a very distinct liver flavor compared to, say, beef liver or pork liver. I think the star of the show here really is this rice. The rice is so fragrant. I love that lemongrass flavor and all the other herbs. It's really, really nice. And that turmeric. Gotta love a good flavorful rice.
Lemongrass is on point. Wow. Oh, it's so good.
Something to do with the method of songkyu book and please approve of
This is my specialty.
Yeah.
This dish right here, this is nasi pecel. This is from also one of our favorite Indonesian chef, Vivi, which she also does pop-up restaurant at Indo Java on Thursday. Warung Kamis.
Take a bite of this fried tofu first. This one's really, it looks super crunchy. Let's see. Tofu and looks like fish cake in there. Wow, it's a little spicy too. Very good. That tastes like a shumai or a dumpling even. It has that kind of flavor to it. That little like, wow.
I think it's tofu skin.
Yeah, tofu skin, yeah, with the fish cake inside.
Fish cake inside.
Really tasty. Wow. Try the bandeng presto. That's their special. She had 1 portion left of it. We're very lucky we got here when we did. Let's take a bite. Ooh. Right, so you have that flaky fish right here, the meat. Got a slight spice to it. A little gingery taste too. Smokier. So the presto is milkfish, but has almost the consistency of like a mackerel even. Good. Now let's try that spicy squid. We love squid. This is the whole squid right here. Smaller ones. Quite nice. So it's smothered in that little spicy sauce here. Not too salty. Sometimes you get the salted squids. This one's not salty. Cow skin and tofu. Look at that. Also smothered in spice. I love that they don't hold back on spice here. Sure, that cow skin is lovely. I love that cartilagey. I feel like my skin's getting better by the second that I eat it. That collagen's coming in. It's nice. It's more mild actually. So it's a little spicy, but it's much more mild than the other dishes. And speaking of spicy, let's try the sambal. That rice. Sambal is really flavorful. It's not knock your socks off spicy, though it is coming in a little bit right now, but it's a good level of spice. So this rendang right here this beef rendang has absorbed all that flavor. So that's why this is not one of the saucier rendangs. This is more of a classic. Just cooked very slow, absorbed all the flavors. So every bite you're getting all those flavors that are soaked in here, that coconut milk and the clove, the cinnamon, all these other nice spices in here. And now, finally, let's get some of that pichel. It's all the veggies with that peanut sauce. So it looks like there's some water spinach here, some green beans. I just love that veggie and peanut sauce. It's a great way to eat your veggies with some peanut sauce. It's got a nice flavor, a little bit of spice to it too. But wow, very peanutty, delicious.
Hi, my cow skin. Sambal.
Getting the ultimate bite right here.
Wow. So we have this monthly Indonesian food bazaar and by IGA, Indonesian Gastronomy Association in New York City, and here we are.
And you know what? Every month our bazaar have the different theme, because Indonesia we have a lot of provinces that we are so diverse. So this month we present the Ranah Minang is from West Sumatra.
Yeah.
So this one is one of
this
the
is the one of the
traditional
outfit
of West Sumatra.
This one too.
This one is
Very nice.
This one we call it songket.
Right, from like gold.
Yeah,
right?
from the gold.
Yeah.
This one.
Gold skin.
Yeah. You can touch it.
Yeah. Month is not about food, so we have like a culture. Like we bring up culture to introduce to people in the United States, like
with all the fashion, the fabric, because
the dancing, the music, the song. We always every month we have different things. Yeah.
Every province in Indonesia they make rendang, but originally it's from West Sumatra.
Yeah, West Sumatra.
Coincidentally, I'm from Racias Rendang, so that's my booth.
Oh, that rendang, the curry sauce.
So we got the platter here. We got the beef rendang, of course, from Righteous Rendang. One of the coolest names. We would name like Righteous Rendang. How can you not go and order a plate, right? That's a big selling point. And we got the vegetable curry right here. Looks some green beans and some more. And then we have the rice that's been covered in this nice gravy. And we also have the sambal ijo, the green sambal. So gotta go straight in for that rendang first, by itself. So yeah, this is the traditional way. This is the they were talking about. So so the way it's cooked so slowly, it absorbs all the spice, all the coconut milk, all the spices. So it's not really saucy, but it's still very tender. This one is awesome. It's very tender. You can see the shreds of beef when you use that fork. And you can use a fork to cut it very easily. That's how tender it is. It's so good, but it's dense yet it's tender. I love that. That's some Righteous Rendang right there.
It's Tuesday. We're at Indo Java.
Warung Selasa time. A little background, Dewi used to run a restaurant called Java Village just a couple blocks from here. One of the first places I ever had Indonesian food and loved it. We are very lucky today because Dewi made not only one but two dishes, and one of these dishes she has never made for Warung Selasa before. So we're very excited. It has one of our favorite meat ingredients, that is soup buntut. So that oxtail soup. It looks absolutely incredible. So this broth is nice and brown here. It looks very rich. You see all the bubbles. Definitely has a lot of that fat and goodness from the oxtail. You have chopped up tomatoes, you have celery leaves, not cilantro. Jumi's happy. I'm pretty sure about that. We have potato, and we also have carrots. This looks absolutely incredible. We love oxtail in so many forms, and can't wait to try this. And to go with the soup, we also have a separate sambal. It's a really red, deep red sambal. We also have lime wedges to add to it. So let's take a sip of the soup buntut right by itself. Gotta try that broth. Very beefy broth. Oh, really like it. I love the flavor from those celery leaves. Celery is such a nice, refreshing flavor. It goes so well with it. And you have all this tomato. Take a bite of that oxtail. That oxtail is just calling our names right now. The fat on the outside. Oh man, very meaty tail right here. It's so tender. Try a little bit with some lime too, but wow, even on its own, it's excellent. And we have another one that's really one of our absolute favorite dishes. This is the nasi gurag. So gurag is jackfruit. It's cooked in palm sugar. Look at it. Look at that meaty texture. It looks a lot like a pulled pork. So it could be like a meat substitute. But man, this is one of our favorite dishes that she makes. And also on this plate, we also have some spicy beef, we have some white curry chicken, we have tempeh, we have tofu, we have boiled egg, we have the rice that's topped with fried onion, and sambal. Items on this beautiful plate with that banana leaf. Let's go right in with the gurag first, the jackfruit. It smells so good. Smell that sweetness. So good. It's got that nice sweetness to it, that palm sugar, you can taste it. Oh my god. There's like a little citrusy flavor too. You just can't get enough of this gurag. It really is special. Got the white curry chicken. Let's take a bite. This will go well with some sambal and some rice.
Yeah, the rice.
Sambal is no joke. I don't think it's deadly, but it's pretty high up there on the heat scale. Wonder was with braised beef. Pretty much every dish she makes wonders with, but wow, her braised beef is always on point and does not disappoint here. There's a little bit of crisp on the outside too, which is nice. Go in for some of that tempeh. Such an interesting texture of that tempeh. It's like slightly firm, but it's still a little tender and soft too.
Mix everything in there together. Put sambal in your rice. Take beef out. Okay, now I'm gonna put it with the chicken. This chicken. Show them the kitchen. Hi. Here we go. It's another Tuesday, another Dewi day.
That's right. So it's amazing. Not only we get great food here, we also learn Bahasa here.